Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Anamero representing the good people of Isako Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Edo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to present a bill with a long title for an act to establish the Nigeria Solid Mineral Communities Development Commission, Bill number HB 1379. Mr. Speaker, dear colleague, I respectfully urge that this bill be allowed to be read for the second time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Any seconder to this bill? Somebody whose microphone is working close by? Yes, Ambassador, you can second it since your microphone is on.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I rise up this afternoon to second the bill raised by my honorable colleague, Edekere. My name is Honorable Ambassador Peter Fanyuzoko. I represent the good people of Nnewi North, Nnewi South, and the Ekusigo Federal Constituency.
Thank you, Ambassador. Those in support of this motion say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Please lead your debate. Make it very short, straight to the point, so that we can accommodate others, please.
Thank you once again, Mr. Speaker. This bill is a straightforward bill. We are all aware that Nigeria has recorded significant progress as a result of the legal framework this honorable parliament made, honorable chambers made for the petroleum sector that is now popularly known as Petroleum Industrial Act. Mr. Speaker, this bill aims to complement that important bill. This bill for an act to establish Nigeria Solid Mineral Community Development Commission is simply to promote inclusiveness by communities endowed with solid minerals, which in my view, almost every state of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is a potential solid mineral producing state. With the enactment of this bill, I want to believe that Nigeria will begin to diversify its economy, spread wealth. The level of hopelessness that we are witnessing today as a nation, where people wear suicide bomb as a result of near hopelessness. By the time they are aware that they are now critical stakeholders in the distribution of the wealth of the nation, I am not sure that any right-thinking person, a person with hope, will wear suicide vest to commit a heinous crime like we witnessed from one of our colleagues, Honorable Jaha, this morning. My dear colleagues, the cry of illegal mining is resonating across every nook and crannies of our nation. The other time I listened over the air, I heard from Oyo State, a state that is highly endowed with mineral resources. Lithium, which is our emerging gold, is being mined illegally. That is the same thing we witnessed in Niger State, in Zamfara State, just to say a few. I believe with the support of this field, the echo of our glorious past will resonate. Solid minerals were the bedrock of our economic strength years before independence. We were great producers of coal, and were titan in the tin trade, and even held the crown of the world leading producer of colobite. All these are so many other things that this country is endowed with. Mr. Speaker, I want to appeal to us. Every month, our states are running to the center, running here to Abuja in search of their monthly allocation. We have every opportunity to look inward and grow our internally generated revenue, whereby every state will be self-sufficient. We look less at the center. I therefore urge my distinguished colleagues to support the establishment of Nigeria Mineral Community Development Bill, which will diversify, boost income to virtually every state of the Federation, promote inclusiveness, increase our gross domestic productivity, and attract foreign direct investment to the benefit of Nigeria. In view of the foregoing, I urge our colleagues to support this all-important bill as we stand at the threshold of history. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The chairman, Solid Mineral, is not in the house today to look at this bill proposition. But the former deputy speaker wants to say something. Please, briefly, so that we can push for our time.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, my name is Ahmed Idris. I represent Wasai Federal Constituency Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I want to appreciate my brother who brought this motion. I think it's apt, it's timely, and it should be supported by all parliamentarians. Reasons are like this, sir. We have allowed that sector in the, let me say, to a large extent, people who don't love the country, who are doing much in the illegal side than the legal side. Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues, I come from a mineral producing area. In my area, exploring and exploitation of mineral resources started way back before colonial masters. It was started by the Germans, and then the British colonial masters came in and did their own. And as of today, a lot of the illegal mining is taking place. And it has a lot of anecdotes, like I did mention, with insecurity in this country. Because if you allow money in the hands of people who are criminal, all they would do is to try to protect their own investment. And that investment is against our own collective will and desire for the nation. We have the best in the world, and I want to say, quoted, the best late in Zurich in company. It's coming directly from my local environment. I happen to know this when I was part of the entourage, Mr. President, then former Buhari in the United Nations, when I had them from the European side giving us what we have in our country. And this thing can be used to produce all the electrical items that we require for solar panels. And you allow somebody, one person, sir, I will report to this out and I reported like before, took away within the span of time products over 100 billion. And I do not think at that time government of Nigeria benefited anything from him. And it is so in almost all the communities. Is it the golden side, mine side? It is the minerals in Nasrawa that we have. There is no part of this nation that don't have one solid mineral or the other that can benefit the nation. I want to support this motion, and I plead with my colleagues to support this motion. That is very for the bill. Second reading of the bill is very important, and I believe it will cure a lot number of issues. Today, the deplorable nature of the environment left in my own community, sir. You would go there, you would find as far as more than 100 deep feet of pond created, and no reclamation, no plan, and people are just exploding and taking away the common resources that we should benefit all of us. May God help this country. I want to appreciate you, my brother, for coming up with this bill, and I think it's timely for us to support you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Respected colleagues.
Thank you very much. Those in support, the question is that the bill be now read the second time. Those in support of the bill say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The point must be made that the solid mineral space is a space we must guide jealously. And there have been criticisms on how the environmental and social impact analysis tilt against our people, especially the local communities, over the years. It is important that we begin to take steps that will protect our communities. And nobody will protect our communities more than us. An era whereby a foreign investor is giving more space and more permission against local investors who will live here, who will invest here and live here. You know, it should be done away with. And commissions like this should be set up to take care of the locals and their interests. And since the House has voted, I hereby call the clerk to read the long title of this bill.
Right, Honorable Speaker, honorable members. A bill for an act to establish the Nigerian Solid Minerals Communities Development Commission and for related matters. Second reading.
This bill is referred to Committee on Solid Minerals Development. The sixth order of the day is a motion